Morning, welcome to the show. It's We Are Live. I'm Chris Denman, live at Midcoast Studio in Grand Center, baby. That's right, midcoast.media for more information. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. I sure did. We've got lots to talk about. Joining me in studio, executive producer, stream queen, king of scooters, Chris Gardner. Good morning, Mr. Gardner.
Good morning, gentleman.
Man, Travis Terrell flying back from Seattle. Maybe see him in the second hour of the show today. No, that'll happen.
I doubt it.
We will.
I've been on FlightAware.com already to check flights out of Dallas to St. Louis. There are two possibilities. One is American Airlines. One is Southwest. Both will look like they're planning to land at 9 or later.
Oh, fun times.
9 or 9:20.
Did you, sir, enjoy your holiday weekend?
I
took
did.
Yesterday off, had a good day Friday, cut out a little early Friday, got a lot of work done.
Yeah, what did I do? Well, I did a number of things. Number one, I came here on Sunday.
Oh, how'd it go? Oh, you recorded What Do Women Know About Sports, new podcast.
Oh, I was here on Saturday, I guess, too.
Big shout out to them.
Yeah. So I came here on Saturday.
Vic and Bree, great people.
That was fun. And then Sunday I came back here as well for John Beebe's birthday brunch.
I was doing family stuff. How'd it go?
It was fun.
Yeah. By Jack birthday.
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday, John Beebe.
And then what else did I do? I went to Greek Fest
It's really
twice.
selfish of John to be born when celebrating the labor of others.
Yeah.
He forced his mother into labor
Mm-hmm.
on said weekend
His
in a country he would soon live in.
It was also kind of a combo. His mom and stepdad, their anniversary is the same day as his birthday.
Were they there?
Yes.
Wow. Again, selfish, John.
His
How
mom.
dare he?
I'm sorry, they
Mum.
say mum, don't they?
Did
His
you meet his stepdad?
His stepdad, an actor, a Scottish fellow.
His
So-
stepdad.
sorry, Scottish.
His stepdad famously had his heart removed in Last of the Mohicans.
Mm-hmm.
That part. Did that scar you as a kid? I reenacted it several times. Maybe you were too old.
I never reenacted that one. It was more Indiana Jones.
No, yeah.
The Kalima shook the day. Hondan Shiba, Hondan Shiba. I do it to my brother,
Uh-huh.
and then he would yell at my mom, Chris is doing Kalima. Make him stop. So
Then he peed on you.
yeah, that did happen. So it was more of that heart reenactment. Also, he was in Judge Dredd as well. I was looking up his IMDb.
That's a serious roster.
Morris is his name.
Okay.
I don't know how to say his last name, though.
Yeah, super impressive.
But that was fun.
Yeah.
I did at one point, this was weird. I was sitting out on my front porch of the apartment complex. It's not a porch, it's just a patio.
Okay.
And having a cigarette at night, and I heard a little scuffling behind me, but I didn't think anything of it. It was like on the gutter. And so I just thought like water was coming down or something. And so then I heard a little more scuffling as I'm sitting there smoking, and it's some rustling now, and it's like behind me and coming towards me, and I'm like, what the hell? But there's a fence behind me. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I have my legs spread a little, and I look down as I'm smoking, and a possum crawls between my legs as I'm sitting there and wanders out, and I freeze. And I'm like, oh, God, what the hell's this thing doing? And it walks out a little bit, so I slowly get up and start walking away. I step on some rocks, and the possum hears me and turns and looks.
Oh, the possum cam.
Like this.
Yeah.
And we lock eyes and freeze. So I just kind of moved my foot a little, and it got scared and ran away.
Didn't play possum.
But it did not.
You
It ran.
didn't intimidate North America's only marsupial.
It did scare me to just kind of crawl out between your legs like that.
Yeah.
Not pleasant, because I could have had a freak out moment there.
You?
Yeah, most certainly.
Nerves of steel, Gardner?
But I just froze, stomach dropped,
Right.
tried not to move, tried to assess
Reached
the
for your wallet to hand it to him?
Yeah, I'll take it. So that was interesting. And I did go to Greek Fest a couple times, had a gyro one day, had some kebabs and rice the next.
Did you try and go Greek style?
Nope, not
Didn't
there.
get nude
Too
and-
many people.
Okay.
Too many people to go full on Greek style, I think. but that was pleasant.
Where is the Greek festival?
It's at St. Nicholas, which is right at Forest Park and Kings Highway. So they have it every Labor Day. And then Memorial Day, they do another Greek fest that's out west, I think near Chesterfield.
Does the band Greek Fire,
Ooh.
are they welcomed or shunned from said festival?
Don't know. I didn't see them.
Maybe they're shunned.
I
Was
think
that off a famous
I think I would have
Fire?
recognized them, some of them.
Like if you were called Chicago Fire,
Mm-hmm.
are you getting invited to Chicago to play?
Mm-hmm. Does Arcade Fire get invited to arcade openings?
Thank you. Right. That could be
They're probably
dangerous.
better than that. But that was a few things I did. And then, of course, hashtag scooter life. I did a little 6-mile journey through the park one day. It was
You've
nice.
got the custom scooter.
Mm-hmm.
You ride taller than everyone now. It's, what's the style? It's black. It's all black.
Mm-hmm.
All black everything.
Stealth Black. Is the
Stealth
color.
black
Yeah.
is what I was looking for.
Still haven't named it.
Mm. What's the favorite right now?
I like Scoot Bakula.
It's regional.
I've had
He's
some
a
people
fine actor.
really liking F. Scoot Fitzgerald, though.
See, you're hanging out in Too Smart. Too Smart.
But there's a diverse crowd because it's that, and then you'll also hear Scooty Tang is a fan favorite as well.
See, I thought Scooty Tang would be far and away the favorite.
So it's
So it's murdered out, says Matt.
it's murdered out.
Have you heard that term before?
No.
They say that about cars.
What does that mean?
It's just like, looks cool. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not up with the hips and the hops.
You sound a little like a white Bill Cosby there.
But
You're not in it.
yard
That's
time.
That's all right. So
What do you think? How was his weekend, do you think?
uh,
Cosby?
laborious,
Oh.
I hope.
Yeah. You think he's breaking rocks? I don't think presidents do that.
Do they do that anymore?
Maybe
Is that how highways are built?
maybe in Leavenworth.
Okay.
Is there a military prison there? I think that's where Michael Vick went because I remember hearing that and going, ooh.
Other people. Who else has been in Leavenworth? There was someone else that's clicking in my head, and I can't. I love doing those kind of Wikipedia searches, though.
All black everything is murdered out. The white paint with black everything else is stormtroopered.
Okay, then I'm murdered out, I guess. Until I add some decals or something. I'll probably put a nameplate on it once I have a name.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm thinking.
For the scooter.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the front. I might add some lighting too, just for nighttime. And it's been good. It was a nice. Those multi-use paths in Forest Park are very nice.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where all the tunnels were because I haven't really used those before. So I made it over to the Science Center by going under Highway 40, able to go under Hampton, and get over to some nice pavilions for grilling if you'd like to. You're able to go on. Actually, the real nice one I like is right by Forest Park Parkway, where you go under there, because the paths there kind of wind around. And if no one's around, you can really open it up and test your capabilities on the turns at a higher rate of speed.
Are you comfortable with your abilities scooting around?
I'm pushing it some. I'm a little afraid. I'm a little cocky. I've almost had to come out of it.
Drunk with customized scooter power.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's bad, but that was a nice. I did that on Saturday afternoon, so that was nice. And then.
Was there traffic?
Nothing else.
Like, was it a busy day?
No, I kind of waited till later.
That's a pro move.
I wanted to wait till later because I figured people would be out in the morning and early afternoons. So I waited till like 5 o'clock or so to head over there because I thought then, people are, if they're out, they're back in or something.
Right.
So that was the move I did. I haven't made it all the way around yet. I kind of weaved around the park some. So I'll probably test the other edge here soon. Close to the River to Pear entrance. I have been over there, but I haven't gone past certain areas over there yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there, though.
At what point and how does that first interaction go? in Forest Park. If you're just tuning in, Gardner, scooter enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
We got a complaint you didn't say hello to the walnuts, by the way.
Oh, shit. Good morning, Walnuts. And I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies.
Shout out to Lisa for keeping you honest.
That's fair. I appreciate accountability.
Billy Fat Pants reminding folks Bacula can throw a football farther than I.
Mm-hmm. He can. I'm
yes.
sure.
After the dress shoe, torn shoulder incident in the worst shape of my life, trying to prove a point, I will not be launching a football.
What was his name in Unnecessary Roughness? Paul something. I remember the bar scene where he gets the beer poured on him, and he's like, "Oh, let me buy you that beer. It's on me." And then the flat top guy pours on. He said, "Now it's on you."
From Texas State.
Yeah.
Or wait, they were Texas State Armadillos.
Fighting Armadillos or something. Is it Armadillos or Fighting Armadillos? I can't remember. But then he holds his hand up, getting ready to punch him, and he's like, "Oh," or something. This is my throwing hand, and then hits him with the other, and then the guy just kind of turns and looks back at him. Paul something. Try not to go to the Googles. I'm not going to get it. Does it begin with an M? Last name begin with an M. What does the last name begin with? What's the
B.
first letter?
It's a B.
B. Is it Paul? Paul. No, it's not Boudreaux. Paul.
B is in bear.
It's not
Black
Paul Bear. It's not Paul Black. What's the second letter?
L, as in
Paul Blake.
Lair Dog.
That's it. Paul Blake.
That's right. Scott Bakula. Necessary Roughness, 1991. Not because of Kathy Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one of my favorite movies growing up. And probably all because of Kathy Ireland. That or the work of Jason Bateman.
Bateman was good.
Karate Guy was good. You know who the Karate Guy was?
Mm-mm.
Interesting fact. Paul Giamatti's brother played the Karate Guy.
What's his name? Do you know? Robert. I'm going Robert. Robert Giamatti.
Rob Giamatti. No, it's not. It is, let's see. Hang on. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a gun.
Lose it.
Well, see, he's not showing up, which is garbage.
Were you lying to me?
Hang on.
Was that an ope?
Oh.
What a whoop?
This
Is a whoop and an ope
is Michael
the same thing?
Dolan, so I got it wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Paul Giamatti's brother played somebody.
You lied to me.
I did. That was my intent this morning, to lie about this.
Why would you lie about that movie?
So, what Giamatti's brother was in it.
Are you sure? Or
it
did
had
someone
to
else
be.
lie to you and make this up and you just accepted it as fact?
No, I didn't think so.
Well,
I
it's a
swear-
possibility at this point.
I swear Paul Giamatti has a brother that was in.
I believe he has a brother. I've seen that before.
Oh,
I did not
no.
know,
Do you think?
and I'm not sure that he was in the movie Necessary Roughness.
Okay. I don't know. This is getting embarrassing.
You were pretty confident when you said it, though.
Oh, I said it like I was the
Have you
the
told-
star of a cocktail party.
Have you told other people this before?
Probably.
Okay.
Marcus Giamatti is his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
so we're gonna
Robert.
Find this. Marcus Giamatti.
I was wrong there. He was not in this movie, was he?
I don't know. Well, let's see.
It seems like no.
His IMDb. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Marcus Giamatti, best known for the role of Peter Gray, CBS drama Judging Amy.
Uh-huh.
No, he was in it. He was in it. He was Fumbleina Wilkins, Sargie. He was the sergeant, not the karate guy.
Okay.
Which he probably did like a chop at somebody's
So you
throat or
thought
something
that-
as a military guy.
Okay.
But there was a karate guy, or is he the karate guy?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, he was in, so I did not lie to you
Okay.
in regards to that.
That
so
seemed.
I'm glad we could walk
We
down that.
struggled to get there, but at least
Yeah.
you didn't lie.
So, back to this.
Oh, scoot back. That's how that happened.
Scoot
All
back,
that
Bill.
because of one thing.
Scoot Bakula. So that's what you're going to go with? Popular in Kirkwood.
I'm leaning towards that.
How would you get to Kirkwood?
Kirkwood?
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to stay off the highway. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to chart that out. I mean, it's easy.
Work your
enough.
way over to Brentwood. You could take Southwest all the way there.
Yeah, I mean, but I could also like go through the park and take Y down through Clayton.
Right.
Take that all the way past Hanley.
We'll test that one day. We'll see
Yeah,
what town you can make it
I'd
to.
have to make. I'd want to map it out. I mean, because Big Bend's really not an option unless you're on it in short spurts, maybe. So I probably wouldn't want to go that way. But also, I don't necessarily have to go that way. I could head south immediately and try and cut over that direction. But I'd have to kind of map that up. It could end up that I ride the river to Para a little bit at
See,
some point.
now that's the correct answer. Now, Teresa says Manchester the whole way.
I could.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some bike lanes now, but
I have an
kind of
admission.
narrows down.
I have an admission.
Yeah.
I had a scooter experience for the first time.
Oh. So you've.
Two things.
Were you nervous?
Not really.
It was
I'm
your
sorry.
First time.
It just ended really quick.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, and it'll never happen again.
What's
I'll
that?
never make fun of you for scooter stuff ever again.
Why is that?
It was a freeing experience, a delightful time. Great company. It was a really fun time. Beautiful weather, and it was the time was provided for me, if that makes sense. So I was just it was literally a free ride, right?
Yeah.
Think I only got up to 18 miles an hour.
Oh, that's fine on those rentals.
Plenty fine. I'm a big fella. I don't know if you noticed. That can get a little destructive. Oh, hey, photo evidence.
What are you doing?
How did that happen?
Trying to go viral two at a time there?
That was just an interesting photo opportunity. I do look really cool, though, there,
The
right?
spins are kind of nice. That's the newer spin model because they got bigger tires.
Okay. I was accused that I was only riding them for material for today.
It's
Great material, though.
a great point.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's true. Like Marcus Giamatti.
First of all, it was amazing. I get it. And everyone should absolutely wear a helmet. Oh, my God. You
Yeah.
could screw up so quick, so easy. But
even if you're a skilled rider like myself,
you got a little Terrell in you today, huh?
that you should wear. I mean, there's no reason not to. You know the potholes in this town. All it takes is you look over. Oh, look at that archway on that house. That's a nice arch. And you just look over for a second. Bam, you're down.
It is. That's true.
So why risk that? That's a simple solution, too. So I agree there.
Wear a helmet.
I agree with everything you're saying. They are freeing. They're fun.
It was so
But you gotta
silly
have some safety.
how I was giggling.
Oh, really? How was your giggle? Oh, God.
That was genuine. I just opened
There,
my heart
dog,
to
are
you.
you okay with that?
He shouldn't be.
I can understand that.
Did you hear,
I
did you
remember.
hear Chris is dating guys now? What?
I mean, I remember my first time. I've gotten around now.
One
I've been with 4 different scooters now.
Of course. Now,
Line, Bird, Spin, and now my E-Move touring.
how freeing is that for someone like yourself who may or may not have been afflicted by obsessive compulsive disorder to delete those apps? Was that freeing?
I haven't deleted them because
So you're not completely on with Scoot Bakula. You think he could be a one and done?
No, there are times where I might, like, let's say I don't want to, because the scooter I have will fold. If I don't want to do that on a particular day, say I want to take the Metrolink somewhere,
Gotcha.
I might just leave it at home and just take a rental one over to the Metrolink and ride the Metrolink like that.
You don't drink, so your chances of forgetting your scooter somewhere exponentially lower. Now, does your custom scooter come with like an app to track it?
No.
You'd have to get your own.
Yeah.
You could get like a cheap GPS, I bet, for it.
Yeah, and I've thought of that some too, but I'm okay with what I got right now. And actually, my local watering hole has given me clearance now too to fold up and bring in the bar if I choose to. So where I
Did you have to like do a handwritten request?
No,
How does
I
that
just
work?
asked the bar manager. Saw her yesterday. Said, "Hey, got a question for you. I'm locking it up outside right now, and that's fine. But if from time to time, if I could bring it in, is that okay? And she was like, yeah, of course. Just put it in these two areas here. So we got 2 areas set aside now for what could be Scoot Bakula, F. Scoot Fitzgerald, or Scooty Tank.
We'll solve that. So highly recommend scooting.
Yeah.
I didn't
You
go
might
through
be
any.
joining a gang soon.
I didn't go through any dicey areas or anything like that. It was just around the hill, so super chill areas, no nonsense. The park in front of my house a little bit. It was fun. You absolutely could kill yourself on one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
And quite quickly. So.
And I think we'll have more information and data on that too, because I know like Barnes Jewish has been keeping track.
Well, and here's the thing too. That doesn't matter to me. Like, people die in car wrecks at an alarming rate. People eat themselves to death. People drown in rivers more than they're going to die in scooters. But it's one of those things where it's like, don't throw away a good idea.
Just wear a helmet.
I'm going to sound like you. Yeah, number one, wear a helmet. I'm going to sound like you. The job opportunities that could create, or just the ability to get somewhere without having to pay for a car note or storage or upkeep on a car, huge. Now, I'm sure it gets a little expensive if you're riding them every day, but at the same time, man, the responsibility of not having to deal with anything else.
Yeah.
If you live in an urban area and want to work a little bit further away than it would take you to, if you want to cut your commute down, it was insane. So, to you, sir.
You're on board.
That's right. Scoot Denman all the way, baby.
Yeah, and I got to say the helmet stuff too, because I'm trying to stay in the good graces of the city, because I'm getting ready to take on my local government here soon.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that. And we'll get into that in a second. You do have a poll I wanted to get out there for you.
Oh, yeah.
And real quick, one more time with the photo. We're being accused of something by Billy Fat Pants. Says that's superimposed. That guy isn't wearing pants, dress shoes, or a button-up. Is that a deep fake? Is that a deep fake?
You can do a lot these days.
I'll be honest. That's a good angle too. I'm happy with the way you can see like an arm. I look somewhat strong in the photo, and the fact that I've commandeered 2, and they don't look weird. Is that embarrassing or cool? Like, I look like I fit on 2 better than I would 1.
Yeah. I'm trying
Okay.
to figure out, where are you picking these up at?
That was at Schnucks in South City.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where that was. I was looking at those chairs in the background too.
Yeah, maybe it's a good deal.
I was trying to see what that price was. Probably done now over Labor Day though.
So yeah, that's true.
That's good furniture shopping time.
There's a poll you need to get out there.
Yeah.
What do we have?
Okay. This poll is revolving around comments by Trumpy Bear. Was it last week? Time passes quickly. And also his comments, and then also a Florida man had some ideas for slowing down hurricanes. And maybe we should watch the video first.
Oh,
putting
sure.
out the
There's
poll.
evidence of this. I was just like, Florida man claims to stop hurricanes. I was like, that's just another. That's another day.
He's not stopping them, but he's like, hey, why aren't we doing more? Can we be doing more to stop them? And I'm trying to remember what station caught up with him down in Florida, but he has some ideas, and I thought we'd at least listen and remain open-minded to ideas to stop these ferocious storms.
Can't see how they haven't come up with some kind of way to combat these storms yet. They keep saying, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, oh, it's at this, but it's going to hit all this warm weather and warm water. We have a Navy. Why don't the Navy come and drop ice in the warm water so it can't get going as fast as it's going? There's got to be ways to combat this instead of just pointing at the thing and saying, well, it's now it's getting worse. Yeah, we know it's getting worse, but you tell us, oh, it's the warm weather, oh, it's the wind. Well, we have an Air Force. Drive some Air Force planes around to get the winds going the opposite way. Get the Navy to go in circles to fight it the other way.
First of all, he's got a great sense of fashion. I applaud. that he has a mustache. I applaud that he celebrates the Tommy Bahama collection all days of the week. I don't know if the Navy dropping ice in the ocean would work.
Yeah, like large buckets.
Big ones, though.
Yeah. Can we get those icebergs from Greenland down here? That's why we should buy Greenland.
People laugh at Trump.
Could just take those icebergs and ship them down here.
People laugh at him. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
Where was he from? He was a Jersey guy, right?
It's. I was trying to place that too, as I listened to that and watched that clip.
Florida man
over and over one day.
Florida man in residence, but like that guy didn't grow up chasing alligators.
No.
That
He looked right into the camera.
Yeah.
Like, and the reaction online was great. Like, some were like, "Oh, this is Trump's new FEMA director," but it's a thought. It's an idea. I mean, there are reasons that these storms are what they are these days. You're probably going to need to do a little more than just dropping ice in the water.
Well, I'll ask you
I
this.
like the Air Force idea, too. Like, since we're going to have Space Force, are we going to need Hurricane Force or something? Or
Certainly.
Storm Force? Maybe more general Weather Force. Just to all-encompassing type of deal. I don't know how much money you can pour into that.
Does ICE now have a completely different protocol?
Right. And does this help Big Ice make a comeback? Well, they've never been gone.
I mean,
really,
the governmental agency. How appropriate.
Is he wanting to drop ICE agents into the ocean? That doesn't seem
No,
right.
I think they are in charge. They're the keepers of the ICE, and they no longer do immigration.
So maybe, okay. Well, okay. I think you'll find some people that would be on board with that. Kind of shift their responsibilities.
Best tweet I saw.
Since they already have the name,
yeah,
it works in the marketing and branding, and it probably helps their image as well.
certainly. Yeah, and I mean,
I understand that.
snag a couple Cuban folks trying to get in while you're out there if you need to satiate that. Maybe not.
We've been through that one before.
Best tweet I saw said the hurricane was going to be mild until Popeyes went and messed with God's chosen sandwich. That's Black Sheep letting us know about a great tweet.
Once a show,
we show the Popeyes chicken sandwich. You've had that.
Yeah, pretty good.
So the tweet, the poll on Twitter.
Yeah, the poll is going to be, I have to pull it up here real quick, which is a better way to slow down destructive hurricanes? Nuke the storm or
Good question.
cool the warm ocean water with large amounts of ice? Those are your two options. So nuke it, as Trump proposed, or cool the warm ocean water with large amounts of ice as proposed by Florida man, possibly someone in line for a job in the Trump administration with ideas like that. Who would want to buy Greenland and move their ice off the coast of Florida, especially in these situations?
I'll ask you this. What ideas have you provided? If you're going to cut down Florida man, bring your own ideas.
Mine would be more long-term based and revolving around climate change itself.
See, that's why you're a dreamer. And that's cute.
You know, carbon emissions. Maybe get some scooters, people.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, but they got to build them. Yeah, okay, they're not pumping out gas, all right?
Do you know where there won't be a hurricane? The Farmington Fall Fest.
Okay.
Beautiful downtown
What about the
Farmington,
drinks?
Missouri. Well, it's a brewery, or they have brews, right? Craft brews. So no hurricanes at this one. Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, September 20th and 21st. That's this year, 2019. Did you know that?
I assumed.
Carly Lawrence, you know her?
I do, I'm aware.
She's jumping in
She's
on the
been in
MC
here
duties.
before.
She certainly has. You can join some folks down in Farmington for a weekend of fun. Barbecue contest sanctioned by the St. Louis Barbecue Society. 10 blues bands, 2 stages, a craft beer garden, food, games, blacksmith, and chainsaw demonstration, craft vendors. I think you'll get into the chainsaw demonstration.
Yeah.
Do you remember that Jackal song? I'm a lumberjack, baby. Did I make that up too?
You probably didn't, but I don't remember it.
And it Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, again, September 20th, 21st. Hotels available. All kinds of fun stuff happening. There's a 5K that goes with the event. Wonderful food. They have VIP packages. online, farmingtonfallfest.com. You can get the Red Festival t-shirts, all kinds of great stuff, again, at the website, farmingtonfallfest.com. Gardner, you're thinking, I don't know any Farmington bands. Why would I drive exactly 1 hour south of St. Louis? Well, I got you covered. Funky Butt Brass Band, John Henry, Marquise Knox, all kinds of great performers from, they work throughout the Midwest and St. Louis, Tungsten Groove, several others in the mix. They've got a cornhole tournament. It's going to be a great time. That's December 20th and 21st, barbecue contest, lots of fun. That is Farmington Fall Fest, Brews, Blues, and Barbecue, presented by Karsh Family Dental. Be sure to stop by and have some fun, just a little bit south of St. Louis. Weather will be great. Carly will be there. Great music. I'll be there. Food and the like. So, Gardner, you're excited. And no hurricanes.
No hurricanes. Hey, I got a few images though. Some
You
of these are pretty stunning of this Hurricane Dorian.
Oh my!
It was like
good
moving 1 mile
Lord.
per hour yesterday, like just a little bit west.
Just hanging out.
Just kind of sitting on the Bahamas.
It's like it's on vacation.
Yeah. So there's a satellite image. You can kind of see how big it is in relation to the state of Florida as it sits over the Bahamas and hovers. The calmness of the eye. This is from one of the planes.
That is
one of the hurricane
terrifying.
Hunters. And then from the space station. There's one shot of it.
I mean, when you look down, it just this like it looks fake. It looks like it's been drawn on.
It looks, when you see like The Day After Tomorrow or whatever.
Correct.
You would see those kind of movies.
We will Deep Impact. We will go into the soft limestone of Missouri.
And there is the eye from the space station as well.
Oh my God.
That one's a little terrifying.
That is horrific. So, and it's already hit the Bahamas at 185 mile an hour winds. You see that? I have a friend, Big Mike. He's a listener. He's down in Florida, and he was taking some pictures, and it was not looking great. Not exciting.
At one point over the weekend, the president tweeted out, in addition to Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama will most likely be hit much harder than anticipated, looking like one of the largest hurricanes ever, already Category 5. Be careful. God bless everyone. Tweeted this, I'm assuming, from one of the Trump golf courses. 20 minutes later after that...
What Bible verse would he suggest they read? It's very personal. I don't tell anybody that.
20 minutes later, the National Weather Service in Birmingham, Alabama will not see any impacts from Dorian. We repeat, no impacts from Hurricane Dorian will be felt across Alabama. The system will remain too far east as we start to get a geography lesson as to where Alabama actually is, which is more on the Gulf side, as you can see.
Oh, my gosh.
So that was some interaction going on over the weekend. That
isn't it? It doesn't need to be stated. It's just like kind of one of the laws of the land, wherever you are. You're not allowed to yell fire in a crowded theater. Like that's causing what is that? There's a term for it. Inciting
panic or something.
Yeah, and it's against the law. Do you want to serve Trump with that inciting panic misdemeanor?
No, I mean, because I don't know that was his intent. He just doesn't know.
Okay.
Is the thing.
Trump
it's just
saw
being
that.
Dumb.
Trump saw that news report and he already has Yeti on the phone.
It was also, I guess he has the same reaction to every storm, because Daniel Dale, who works for CNN now, who you've had on before to talk about the Juggalos.
Oh yeah, he did
used to work at the Toronto
report.
Sun.
Yeah.
But he's very good at documenting just what is said and if it's true or not. He's a very good fact checker now for CNN. But he went through different things Trump has said about hurricanes. September 14th, 2017, it actually hit the Keys with it was a Category 5. I've never even knew a Category 5 existed. September 26th, 2017, 12 days later. So we've never seen it. It actually touched down as a Category 5. People have never seen anything like that. October 19th, 2017. But then they got hit dead center. If you look at those maps by Category 5, nobody has ever heard of a 5 hitting land. May 8th, 2019. I just come from atop of Tyndall Air Force Base where I saw devastating effects of that Category 5 hurricane. Category 5. Never heard about Category 5s before. A Category 5 is big stuff. That's 2 years later. And then yesterday or the day before, I'm not sure that I've ever heard of a Category 5. I knew it existed, and I've seen some Category 4s. You don't even see them that much. But a Category 5 is something that I don't know, that I've never heard of the term, other than I know it's there. That's the ultimate. That's what we have, unfortunately. So there's all that to go along with it as well. But the actual, I did pull up one Twitter video of just the effects of the winds.
Yeah.
Just because those are stunning.
Scary.
When you see just the sustained winds that the storm like that can produce. I'm going to try and pull this up here for you. And here you go. And just 1 second.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, it's buffering. Ah, damn it, it's buffering.
That guy showing off his generator in the video, huh?
There we go.
Oh, wow. So we've got it. He's obviously on he's beachfront too, huh?
Yeah.
This is in the Bahamas?
This is in the Bahamas. But that's the sustained winds they were looking at. Like they had this video's not working with me here. I saw like a number of videos where some people were in their attics. They had to go all the way up to their attics.
Because it was flooding?
It was flooding. It was up to the second floor in some and everything like that. So
that's amazing.
pretty bad.
Yeah, and it's tough too because you see this stuff coming and there's just, what are you going to do? You got to hope everybody can evacuate, and if you can't, you just hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck at some point.
You are.
I think only one hurricane happened when I lived in Florida, but I was in Orlando, so it wasn't like we weren't living right on the beach or anything like that. But I remember the wind getting
insane.
Yeah.
Lisa lived through 2 when she was stationed in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a report between now and then from Big Mike.
Big Mike
down in Florida.
Be helpful. Hey, correspondents are always very helpful. We're always looking for correspondents.
Why
Black
is
Twitter
it?
correspondents,
That's
weather
true.
correspondents, scooter correspondents.
Twitter outrage map
Twitter outrage
correspondence.
map. I mean, that's more in the Black Twitter realm, I guess.
Twitter outrage map.
Thank you. Real quick, while we're discussing this, wanted to thank our friends at St. Louis Counseling Services for being a part of our program. They support us, so you support them. Improving lives since 1955, they have counseling services available to you, to businesses, to schools, all income types, stlouiscounseling.org. DM me if you'd like to talk to them. I will put you directly in touch with Tom Duff, who also hosts Mental Health Matters, where he gets to discuss mental health issues with professionals, entertainers, athletes from all over St. Louis and beyond, each and every week, recorded right here at Midcoast Studio. That's Mental Health Matters. Download it online today. Let me know in the comments if you've been in a hurricane. I'm trying to think. I've been around a million tornadoes, obviously, because of where we live, and that's kind of scary. But the tornadoes, they kind of jump up at you, right? So it's just like, well, we're here. What are we going to do, right? It's fairly quick that happens. So it just happens, and then you're like, well, that sucked, and then things get blown over or whatever. The hurricane we now know about weeks in advance, several days in advance.
And they even still have trouble with models trying to predict where they're going. Even as technology advances.
Right. Well, that's why you got to have those nukes ready.
And ice. Get your ice buckets.
Wow. That's great content is what that is. So he's got it all figured out.
The guy really made me think, though.
He did. And we're going to check. We'll give you the poll updates eventually. But,
I can appreciate wanting to think outside the box, the ice box, if you will.
Yeah, of course.
To try and find solutions to problems. Because he seems frustrated. He was not. He's like, we're just pointing.
He's a problem solver.
Yeah.
But he likes to have a good time, as evident by the stash and the comfortable shirt.
Do you think he threw that idea, ran it by the folks at the bar before he went on television with it? And, like, maybe they humored him in a way and said, oh, yeah. And he's like,
he was a little false confident.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going with it.
Right.
And then they're sitting
Hey,
at the
Steve.
bar watching this, and they're
Yeah.
like,
What did we do?
"Oh shit,
Yeah.
this is our fault.
Right.
This is our fault."
And that guy has to go to work now, and everybody's
kinda
everybody's
had
dropping
a-
like glasses of ice by him.
He
You
kind of
think he retired early?
He kind of had like a Cliff Clavin feel about him. That's what I kind of got from him. Now that I'm putting this bar scenario out there, so yeah, it looks like he's retired some, or maybe he's got a retirement job.
Was he the Jersey version of me with the mustache as an old man?
I don't know. I'm
know
trying
what
to
I
figure out
mean?
what his occupation would have been, though.
Mail carrier.
Okay, so if we go with full on Clavin here,
Yeah.
then that's fine. Yeah, I could see that. And then he retires down south, but I would assume
Because that's his idea of luxury.
I would assume he has a retirement job though too,
So
like
that he's union.
something to pass the time,
Oh, okay, I got you.
like a guy who's a marshal on a golf course. That's a
Wow.
retirement job. Walmart greeter, retirement job. I wanted to be a doorman for my retirement job.
Or your job.
Job. So those are kind of retirement type things to me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what would bring. I mean, trickling down the East Coast, down to the South, into Florida, is a thing that happens very often, especially from up northeast. But I don't know what would bring someone down or what their job would be while they're down there. Like, is it on a boat? I don't know if that's a boat guy or not.
He looked like a pontoon man if he was a
yeah,
boat.
so it's like he's.
Yeah.
I don't get the feeling that he's a boat guy. I don't know what other jobs there are. It could be something geographic specific.
Okay.
But now I'm curious, and now I would like to talk to this fella.
What if he?
Because if you want to
what if
dump
he's a
ice in
molecular
there,
scientist?
okay.
And he's doing that, and he's like, no, I was serious, and I have the answer.
Okay. Well, the thing is, this is like, okay, if ice is your answer, but how do you get large quantities of ice there? That's the thing. Do you need an ice manufacturing? Should Florida now have large ice manufacturing plants?
it down from Canada. It melts as
Yeah.
before they could get in there.
So, well, that are you towing icebergs down there? Is that what your plan is, or are you going to create a number of ice factories in Florida specifically that can produce large quantities of ice specifically to be dropped in the ocean in the occurrence of a hurricane
So
to slow it down?
we have a suggestion. Putt golf desk is what Birch says. Could that be something he's into?
Yeah,
Okay. Black Sheep says
I love me some. By the way, I don't know if you've seen some pictures lately, because since this got brought up right now, but we're going to have 2 miniature golf courses hitting the city limits this fall. 2 new ones. One at Union Station, which
pretty
is
sweet.
looking like this.
I would scoot from my home to Union Station to play
You can
those.
see the
golf.
Ferris wheel in the
We're
background
kids
there.
again, Gardner.
I love miniature golf. I'm probably the best in the office at miniature golf.
You have a custom putter?
Uh,
Will you get a custom putter
well, I have my own putter.
that you would bring to mini golf?
If
You
I
got to
had
have the pickle putter.
You don't have to.
You don't need some
You know about
fancy
a flat
tailor-made.
You want a flat putter? I got an Odyssey. I'm okay.
No, you use a pickle, the pickle putter.
I'm fine with that. I'll win handily probably against anyone in miniature golf.
You think you're that much better?
Yes.
You're legitimately
Yes.
confident in your putt golf abilities.
Very much so.
What if there was a proficient 9-year-old who plays a lot of putt golf?
That's fine. I sit
Kick
in
their
this
ass?
office.
All right.
I would try to, yes.
Where's the other one going?
Delmar. That one over where that church is, Delmar and Skinker. Indoor, year-round.
Oh, indoor? Okay. We got a lot of potential with the folks playing putt golf on the Delmar Loop.
Oh, I'll be over there.
Uh,
I'll be at both.
There is what I'm assuming is a loony billionaire who has a plan for ships that make ice autonomously in the North Atlantic. Scotty Cameron
Oh.
will get you through the windmill best.
Scotty Cameron?
Says Birch.
Yo, watch out for that windmill cancer, though, too.
Plot twist. The owner of Tiger Ice, based in Columbia, Missouri,
Yeah.
an ice machine,
Yeah.
or an ice company. That's the guy. He says he's the owner of Tiger Ice. He's trying to save the company after the SEC killed Mizzou tailgating. It's just
This
a
is how they
ploy.
do it?
It's just a ploy. He went down to Florida. He said, I'm going to get on national news this way.
We need more ice.
Back to Birch. Do you agree, Scotty Cameron, with the Scotty Cameron comment?
I love the Scotty Cameron ones.
Yeah.
I had one gifted to me once by a member at Lake Forest Country Club,
Do you feel
and then it got stolen.
Do you feel your skill set is better improved due to your lack of alcohol intake, which I would think would be an integral part of a
No.
putt-putt golf match?
No, I don't think it's really changed anything.
Okay.
I'm a field putter anyway. It's all feel for me.
Oh, we have Big Mike on the stream. Maybe we can get him to comment on the Florida updates.
And what do you think's about adding ice to the ocean to stop or slow down? Not stop. I should at least just say slow down hurricanes. So he's on the stream now, and we can find out, hopefully, with our, would this be our, what would we call this? Our Hurricane Dorian correspondent?
Mm-hmm.
Or do
Big
we,
Mike, official Hurricane Dorian correspondent.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Yeah, because I'd like to know,
Yeah.
especially the ice thing.
What if you got like
I
a
like the
whole,
idea
What
of-
if you got a bunch of alligators and sicked them on the hurricane like a pack of dogs?
Gator
Oh,
cane.
now get them,
You got a gator cane.
get them.
You got to be careful.
Gator cane.
Yeah, because here's one thing I didn't think of. We were talking about scooters, and I'm pissed off I didn't come up with this movie idea. But they removed the dockless e-scooters from Miami streets because they were afraid they become projectiles. So, hurricanes, scooters, we've all seen Sharknado. We know the idea for Barricane. There you have another idea as well for a potential movie with the scooters and a hurricane to boot. Like, I don't know if you combine the two ideas, or
Right.
maybe it's a scene where maybe it's not a whole movie, but at least
Like a short?
But in the movie Barricane, maybe there's a scene where it's picking up scooters and they turn into projectiles.
Right.
And maybe a couple people get taken out.
Is
that
there
way.
a pivotal scene where all the scooters are being spun in the air, and it's almost something out of X-Men?
Oh,
You embrace that you are King Scooter
or maybe
before being sucked into the hurricane.
maybe like pretend like I'm a main character in Barricane here. And
Let's play that clip, Mike. I don't know if he's seen it. He says, "Ice of the ocean to cool the water down to prevent a hurricane." Terrible idea.
Okay.
Play the video.
Hold on one second. Let me
Okay,
finish
sorry.
this point.
Yes.
So
What an hour, by the way.
I'm on the ground and the barricade's happening and one of the bears is right in front of me, a grizzly.
Finish my barricade
Yeah,
point.
I got to get this out. Okay, so as the barricade's going though, it's picked up some of the dockless scooters, and one of the scooters comes around right when this big paw is about to come at me, and just hits the grizzly bear in the head, and the grizzly bear's dead. And then I have a one-liner or something like, "You should have wore a helmet," or something like that.
Yeah, right.
So there's a scene potential, like involving the scooters and Barricane.
This is a really interesting look inside your brain.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's that's kind of how it works. And I needed to get that idea out there so I didn't forget. So everyone knows where that idea came from. If it's used in a movie where there's bears and a hurricane and scooters,
Scooter, what a
if someone has taken that, then you know that it came from here.
As I was on my maiden scooter voyage, you were praised 74 times, by the way. Just want to let you know.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Hey, I just want everyone to enjoy themselves and not hurt themselves or others.
Let's throw it back
That's all
to
I want.
Let's throw it back to my uncle in Florida.
Okay, so we got Florida man with a nice shirt.
It's just ice and
Once again, this is part of our.
this is a New Jersey accent, right? It has to be.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of people I know from that. Rich Voss is the only guy I've regularly talked to from New Jersey.
Because we're kind of ignorant to what that is.
I couldn't, legitimately, if they didn't have red hair and had a Celtics jersey on, if you set a guy from Boston, New York City, and Jersey in the same room, I could pick it up.
At times?
Yeah, I guess. Let's see.
Okay, but this video kind of revolves around our melee, which is a better way to slow down destructive hurricanes, nuke the storm, or cool the warm ocean water with large amounts of ice. And it's based on this video that we have. We're going to play now for Big Mike, who's listening in the stream. So here we go.
Can't see how they haven't come up with some kind of way to combat these storms yet. They keep saying, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, oh, it said this, but it's going to hit all this warm weather and warm water.
He might be Boston.
We have a Navy. Why don't the Navy come and drop ice in the warm water so it can't get going as fast as it's going?
Thank you.
There's got to be ways to combat this instead of just pointing at the thing and saying, well, it's now it's getting worse.
Fair.
Yeah, we know it's getting worse, but you tell us, oh, it's the warm weather. Oh, it's the wind. Well, we have an Air Force. Drive some Air Force planes around to get the winds going the opposite way. Get the Navy to go in circles to fight it the other way.
I didn't hear the Air Force part.
Oh, yeah, you missed that? No, he was using all military here. He's getting all the military involved to fight. He wants our military to fight hurricanes. And one of my favorite parts is when he's like,
support the troops, fight against the hurricane.
I'm a patriot. And go Patriots, too.
Big Mike says, Big Mike, originally from Jersey, by the way, says Boston or Maine.
Okay.
I think Boston.
All right.
Yeah.
I like when he provides his first idea and he's trying to think some more. Yeah. I love this little scratch he does on the side of the head there. Like, it's just like, he's spitballing here.
There was a moment of brevity, too.
It's like complete thought shower. Like, okay. Well, the first one, okay, that sounds good. Now what do we do? Air Force.
Right.
Okay, what can the Army do?
And he gave like a self-deprecating laugh, like, "Come on, guys. Like, come on. Like, we're better than this."
I'm wondering. We got to be able to fix this.
We're the greatest country in the United States.
Keep America great. KAG.
Trump's doing all he can. Yeah. Listen, this is just like when Belichick brought in the little white guy from Miami. What's his name? Welker. He was so good. He was at Texas Tech. Send Wes. He's scrappy.
We got a Space Force now. Can't we use our Space Force satellites to shoot lasers at the hurricane to break it up?
Just for a couple days.
It'll make it smaller storms. It still might be the same thing, but it'll be like 4 different hurricanes then, but smaller.
I'll be honest. Armageddon had the blueprint.
Yeah.
Those oil crews aren't working right now. My cousin, he could use the work. Send him up there. Drill into the storm.
He's a driller. He's a union guy, too.
They'll get their breaks.
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss the part where he wanted the Air Force to counteract it?
He wants all our military involved, apparently.
That was like a Superman thing where Superman reversed the axis of the Earth or something, right? He wants them to do that.
Oh, maybe that's maybe that's a thing for Space Force too.
Yeah.
Fly the space shuttle
around
the Earth to slow it down.
You got
to turn back time.
The NASA. I know Alabama's been affected by the hurricane, but there is Huntsville, NASA, right?
Right.
I mean, come on.
The scratch.
I think we've had enough of the hour. We're going to take a break.
Oh, I don't know. That guy.
Get him a...
Well, what is that report? When that reporter's doing that, Tyler Vasquez is the reporter's name. Is he just thinking, I can't wait to put this video out there.
He's thinking, this is my finest work. This is 3 regional Emmys, and I'm going to get that job at the big station that I was wanting. They're going to put me on for all this. What a gem. That guy wasn't drunk either. That guy was just pure.
No, he was trying to reason through it. Like you could hear him trying to, he's just like, hey, here's a solution. Problem is, how do you get? I like the idea of the ships, ice making ships,
right?
That just continuously go.
Mm-hmm.
That's their job, is just to make ice, and they drop ice in the waters to cool. So you would need a fleet, maybe a number of fleets, to accomplish your goal here.
Now,
But hey, that creates jobs.
I was told by, I believe, a hip-hop rapper, you keep the ice in the teeth to keep the crystal cold. Do you need to donate that ice for the ocean work?
I don't know.
Black Sheep says all we need is Australian toilet so we can reverse the water.
You know, I'm going to mention this here real quick. At my local
And we'll
watering
take a
hole.
break.
Okay, there was a guy in town. I guess Kiss was in town for a concert.
I saw some updates from people. I always judge people by I was like, oh, you're at that?
There was an Australian fella in town.
Okay.
Who came into the local watering hole a number of times over the weekend. He was in town for the Kiss concert. And guess who palled up with him at the bar one day? And
Sean.
My friend Sean. They're discussing the hurricane, and they're discussing typhoons, cyclones, hurricanes, the different names for them. And they're trying to figure out, why the terminology is different. Sean at one point just goes, well, maybe it spins the opposite direction down in the southern hemisphere. And I don't know if he's right or wrong, but I was sitting at my table and heard this and listened to their discussion, and I had to walk out because I started laughing so hard. I'm like, I'm going to go have a cigarette after listening to these two guys.
I don't know how
it was fantastic.
That's amazing. You know what else is fantastic? Our first ever Happiest Hour. We had that last week. It was amazing. That's right. Happiest Hour every Thursday at Sophie's down here in Grand Center. It's on the second floor of our building. Big shout out to everybody. Our friend Lisa brought a bunch of people. It was a packed house. Travis did a very good job. He opened up the show. Meredith Hopping crushed. We had Jovan Bibbs, Nathan Orton. That was an amazing start. This week, we've got another great lineup, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Jack Daniels partnering with us on this. We've got Schlafly specials. It's easy. It's fun. Happy hour starts at 4. Show starts at 6 o'clock. This week, our friend JC Sabal is headlining, and we've got a great lineup that you're going to really, really, truly enjoy. Kendra Jones and Will. I can't even think. I'm an idiot. This is embarrassing. I'm friends with Will. O'Donnell is also on there. I've talked to Will 740 times, and I've seen him on it. Either way, Will O'Donnell, Kendra Jones, and headliner J.C. Sabala this week. That's Sophie's Happiest Hour. We're super excited about this. Packed house the first time. Bring some friends. Comedy starts at 6, right after work. You can come out, have a good time. You'll enjoy yourself. What we'll do here is take a quick break. One more idea. Combine the nuke idea and the ice idea. Operation Bomb Pop. From Black Sheep.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now we're talking. Now he's a thinker.
Yeah.
We'll get into more after Gardner
more
gets
ideas, please. How do we stop hurricanes besides, the obvious ones?
Just because we're taking a quick break doesn't mean you can't let us know in the comments that how we can stop this using any form of strategy that we've discussed in the first hour. Chris Denman, Chris Gardner, quick break. We'll be right back for the second hour of the show.